Yo, we are back with another episode of Packs to Profit. In this episode, since Prismatic just dropped, it's all the hype. We'll be discussing the release of that and how that went, how stock was in stores, with that situation, if you had any luck. Danny had some luck, or didn't have some luck. I had some luck. I've seen so many stories about that, so we'll get into that a little bit. But there is good news. TPC announced a reprint. So we are getting that, and we'll touch on that a little bit, as well as our weekly watch, of course, and we'll end it with a pack battle. And we have Prismatic. This one was feeling a little heavy too, so I picked it out.
I wouldn't know this is going to be the first pack I've opened with the set, surprisingly, but we know why. Stock super low.
I mean, you cannot. I did open up product, and you made the right decision. You really did, Danny. You did.
It's just really hard to open up packs, and every time I'm like, man, I know nothing's in here, but let me just open this up and be disappointed.
And be sad afterwards. Yeah, it's not worth it always. Yeah. Most of the time it's not. But before we get into anything, we're just going to do a little bit of a weekly update, check in with how things are going on. For me, I had went to Michigan for the weekend, where Danny's from, where I'm originally from. Hung out with some friends, did a little birthday party. We watched the Lions get their butt whooped, which obviously sucks. We're not going to get into it. It really killed the vibes. Yeah, it really killed the vibes, as you all can imagine, if you watch football. And and Ohio State is currently up in the national championship. Big Michigan fans here. I mean, we're keeping it in the Big Ten.
Lost times too.
I mean, exactly. But we're keeping it in the Big Ten. That's
no,
always
we don't.
That's always
we don't want that.
But I really don't want Notre Dame to win. I don't have anything.
No, it's a lose-lose. Lose all around.
Yeah, it's just a bad weekly recap. But aside from that, in all seriousness, the first day I was there, we just the craziest timing. So it was Thursday. I flew in Thursday morning. My buddy picked me up from the airport. On the way to the airport, he got a flat tire on his way to the airport, and it was snowing. I was just like, this is not, I'm on the phone with him. I'm like, are you serious? I was like, well, all right, I'm just hanging out. Like, I felt bad for him. He's picking me up. Anyways, keep moving. Got that sorted out.
It's rough.
We went up.
It's a rough start to being back in Michigan.
So bad. I was like, this is why I left. This is
great road conditions.
Example. Yeah. But as I mentioned last week, I told him we're going and we're hunting for Prismatic all weekend. We got to make time for that in the days. So we did. We went and picked up another one of my friends, and we went to Walmart on Thursday. Literally walked into Walmart. My buddy stocks beer, so he knows MJ Holdings like associates. Like he's not like buddy with them, but he knows who they are. As soon as we walk in, he spots the lady. He turns around and he's like, "Oh, they're out right now stocking cards." I'm like, "No shot." So we walked around, and there was one guy looking in a basket, and we just see a stack of like poster collections and binder collections.
Crazy timing.
Dude, unbelievable timing.
Unreal.
Like a whole display of the 3-pack blisters. But we walked up, and the guy has one poster or binder collection in his hand. He's like, there's no ETBs. I was like, all right. I just reached in the car and I was like, can we grab these?
That's okay.
Yeah, there's like a sweet old lady. She's like, yeah, please do. It's like makes her job
crazy,
easier.
dude.
She has no idea, right? And so I grabbed 2 poster collections, 2 binder collections, and then a set of the 3-pack blisters. I left plenty because I'm not that person. A, I can't afford just to clear off the shelf, and B, I don't want to be that person to clear off the shelf.
You sent me that picture, and I'm thinking, man, they're stocking early, and then you're like, no, that's my card. No way, dude, no way. Yeah, and of course, I had to go check.
Yeah,
struck out.
That's not man. With the bad luck. Danny had bad luck. But it almost felt like it was meant to be, right? And so it was cool. A couple of my buddies bought some stuff too, and that was a really fun experience. Overall, the weekend was good. Got back Sunday, and just had a good time. How was your week?
Yeah, no, other than striking out at every location I searched, seeing, the stickers for, hey, Prismatic was here, ETBs, everything, Target, Walmart, just cleared out, just super demoralizing. You don't even want to keep searching. But I did,
Of course.
Fought through this blistering cold, searched around, nothing. Just Nothing anywhere out. Had my
Brutal.
sister check. She lives kind of far away. Nothing.
That's the worst is when you got other people check in and nobody's finding shit.
Nobody found anything anywhere. It's tough. Yeah, but other than that, everything else was good. I got some shelves up behind me here. I was in the process of finishing my basement up and had to do priorities first, which
of course
is here,
Dude, it looks awesome.
Thank you. Awesome. Shout out Lindsay to the Espers here.
No doubt about it. Lindsay, who is my girlfriend, for those of you that do not know that, makes awesome Pokemon emotes for us because we stream on Twitch and YouTube and whatever, and would make emotes. And Danny, vibes with Esper for obvious reasons. And those are shiny.
Yeah, long story short, it's I don't want to dox myself here, but it is my last name. I mean, it's just spelled different. That's why I said
for obvious reasons. I was like, wait, should I say
that? It's fine. It's
yeah, exactly. It should be fine. It looks awesome. I actually didn't see it until like a day later, and I was like, oh shit, Danny probably thought I just roasted him, like not even saying anything.
No, I was doing some work.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm missing here, if you notice on this shelf, that Pokeball from the BK collection, the Charizard's over here. I don't have the Mewtwo, dude. So I just scooped it on eBay just because I had to complete it.
Real quick.
Oh, here we go. This guy, no chance.
Dude, the only one that I have, one I have is Mewtwo.
No way, brother. Man. Well, it's in the mail right now from some random person on eBay.
Yeah. I've been wanting to get those for a while. That just motivated me.
They look sick.
Dude, they're just a classic, like super nostalgic, like super.
Yeah, that's once I put these shelves up, I was like, let me open up this like one of my tubs just because I'm going through the like redoing my basement. I was like, let me open up this tub, all my Pokemon stuff's in there. I was like, bro, I got the BK Golden Boys. Let me throw these up here. That's the first thing I put up. Dude,
I would have absolutely had them on display too. That's so sick.
Yeah, they're sweet.
Yeah, then let's you got some nice ETBs up there.
Yeah, oldest. I mean, that got Hidden Fates. It's
that's what I meant. Hidden Fates. My bad.
Yeah, and then just some recents.
Yeah, I
did get lucky with some prismatic ETBs, the pre-orders. Thank God, since they're absolutely impossible to find.
Bots, man, I swear.
Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's less than 20 seconds. It's absolutely wild.
We'll get into that. Well, what a perfect segue.
We'll get there.
So Prismatic did release on Friday, officially on Friday, January 17th, even though people were finding them on the 15th. We found some on the 16th. It did release. And if you were lucky enough to pre-order Pokemon Center ETBs, most of those were delivered on Friday as well. I did get all 6 that we ordered, and Danny's box is actually over there in the corner. I'm going to send it to him this week, which is awesome. Then actually, I had a little bit of a scare. I told Danny about this. GameStop called me, and for some reason I thought they canceled my pre-order, but it was delayed. So I actually just picked up my pre-order today, which is awesome. So we were lucky enough to get some stuff, but it was crazy out there. When you were out looking for stuff, did you see anybody else that was out looking for cards?
I looked, and every time somebody walked in the store with me, I was like, this guy's definitely looking for Prismatic.
I always tell you
I'd be walking by somebody in the parking lot, and I'm like peeping in their cart. I'm like, they got Prismatic in there? Like, dude, it's everybody, but no, nobody had it. It's gone.
It's same. Oh yeah, nobody had it, or that wasn't out yet. You don't know when people are restocking. My other buddy works at Meijer. That's a local retailer in Michigan, and he was leaving at 9 a.m. on Saturday or Friday on the 17th because he works overnights, and they still had him in the back. And I saw him Friday night. I was like, bro, why'd you send me a text, send me a message like, hey, Prismatic's about to go out soon this morning on Friday. Whatever. It is what it is. Still got lucky enough finding some.
Yeah, you got lucky. You got some.
But dude, I always do that when I walk into the store. I'm always kind of like, especially right now when crazy.
Right now.
Yeah, everybody's in there. You got 2 or 3 people just peeping the card aisle every time.
Yeah.
And then especially in Walmart, because Lindsay was going around too on Friday, and she told me about how she was checking out in the self checkout, and you know how they're right there at Walmart. She said she saw 3 people that just walked in, looked at the cards, and instantly dashed to the toy section.
Dang.
Dude, it's funny.
Yeah, and it was nowhere. It's funny. Yeah, it's funny. And everyone's having the same terrible luck, and then you got everybody out there that's just throwing each other on the ground for it. It's like, dude, relax. Like the Blooming
dude,
Waters in
the
Costco right now.
Costco
That's
videos
crazy.
are absurd. They really
Absolutely crazy.
they should. But with release day, some things we want to touch on was Pokemon Center ETBs. The price significantly dipping. We were talking about buying some in the 200s last week. They're what, right around 200?
They're like 250, 260.
Okay. So they've kind of evened out around there. And they did not restock on release day. They have not dropped the restock yet, although we know we had got the confirmed reprint, of course, which is super hype, and we're all excited about that. But I think they just didn't do it. I think it was intentional. They didn't drop.
Yeah, I think so too.
The Pokemon, yeah.
I think it's more because they would rather it be a random drop, only because how the traffic is and just the frustration people have trying to be on the site checking out. You just can't do it.
It was just down Friday. Like
just down, down. Just from people waiting for a restock. Not even. It wasn't even confirmed.
No, everybody had kind of spread that information already, and so everybody knew, and the site was down. I'm sure anybody that's watching that was super on top of it had the same experience. You keep seeing that little Pikachu pops up, like, oops, something's wrong.
Oh, yeah.
And you just have to hit that refresh.
Always.
About noon, I noticed it stopped. It stopped, and I was like, okay, they're not dropping it today.
I mean, you know what's going to happen. And they did put on there too that this item will be restocked later this year sometime. So even on the site, they're mentioning that they will restock that item at some point. And that was new in the description. Because before that wasn't in the description, it got pointed out on X that, hey, this description changed. They said they're going to restock this at some point this year.
Yep.
So, I mean, they must, a lot of orders probably got canceled due to declined credit cards, canceled orders. So there has to be stock of it.
There has to be. And I think they might have initially planned on maybe restocking like they normally do. But because there's a reprint, and maybe they save the stock for that, or they're just going to drop it on like a few different waves. I don't know, right? Nobody knows. They probably don't even know yet, to be honest. But they probably did hold off because it was so crazy.
Oh yeah, I think it was intentional, absolutely.
Yeah, without a doubt.
But now, I mean, on that subject though, with the price drop.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I mean, I think we talked about it that if prices drop down to, you'll never. I still don't think you're seeing it under 200, to be honest. Even with more a bigger restock, maybe it comes down to 200, but I don't think it goes under 200. It's just the hype around it, and just in general, I don't think you see it under 200. But that got me thinking, with the surging sparks drop, and how hyped that was for that Pikachu. I looked over at the ETB prices for that, and I'll show you just so.
Go ahead and share your screen.
So you can see what I'm talking about here.
Yeah. Get it.
Let's see, it's this one here. All right, so.
Perfect.
I gotta get the Sparks one up here. Where are we at? There it is.
Pokemon Center,
So,
ETB. Okay, yeah.
Right here, you see the initial drop, and then it just plummets, but then you see this, trickle back up. It's inevitable. Like, even with the hype around this, you're going to see that trickle up over time, and it's just so. I mean, right now might not be a horrible time to scoop one up if you weren't able to get one. If you don't think you're going to get one on Pokemon Center, like around this price might not be awful with your first drop. Might drop a little more, but the first drop's always the best time to buy. But still, it's up in the air.
I was gonna piggyback on that and say that initial huge dip is usually the time, right? With Pokemon Center ETBs specifically, well, I've noticed that at least. We did get that random Twilight Masquerade restock, right? So it does happen randomly.
Yeah.
But in most cases, if you missed out or you want more product, never buy pre-sale. You're gonna
don't buy pre-sale.
No, it just doesn't make sense.
Even with the hype around it, like that, the pre-sale, it's just 400. That's crazy.
It's so
it's just. And
so
I mean,
absolutely.
in the 151, they restocked those randomly just out of the blue. We still regret not scooping a couple extras up when that happened.
Dude, I'm telling you, yes.
We even talked about it. We said, hey, they restocked these.
And we're like, they're still in stock. We talk about it like we wanted. Selfishly, we were hoping they would go out of stock, but not to this extent. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, this was crazy.
ATVs. This was a year and a half ago when we had no uh, prediction for this kind of market. Obviously, this is just not fun for anybody. And actually, I was when I was picking up my pre-order, there was a little kid that came up to the counter. It was almost like a script. I swear, the little kid came to the counter. I was like, "Do you guys have any Pokemon cards?" And I was just like,
"Oh no,
dude, I swear." And the guy was
oh,
like,
that's tough,
"No,
dude.
I'm sorry, we don't have anything." And I'm sitting here with a box full of Prismatic Evolution stuff. And I'm just like, dang. Yeah, it kind of
just gotta learn how to pre-order, I guess.
I was like, yeah. I was like, I'll give you.
No, that's tough.
I'll give you
I
all
think...
this. Yeah, where's your dad, kid? I'm just kidding.
It's definitely something that they gotta do something to figure it out. And I think they're starting to see it. And the fact that they put that message, that announcement out about the reprint, they've never done that. You know, they see it. They see the prices. They're not dumb. They're not blind to it. And they know people want these cards, and it's like, people can't get these cards. People can't open these packs because there's not enough stock. Is that it? Like, I don't know.
I don't know either. I'll stop sharing this for just the time being. Well, actually, I wanted to touch on something else with Prismatic, with booster bundles and stuff. But what else can, like, maybe this is just something that came to me. Wait, what if they, you know how Japan doesn't do like mini sets? What if they kind of just stop doing mini sets? That's suck. I love it. We traditionally love it.
I love it.
But maybe that's part of the problem. I don't know.
I think it's almost like they're using these mini sets to ramp up for the bigger sets, but it's like these mini sets are what people want. You know, like,
yeah. Well,
past
I mean,
couple mini sets.
Yeah. Let me actually. I could pull up. Okay, we won't talk about that just yet. But the mini sets do build off that. However, you haven't opened much. But have you looked at the entire set list?
I have, yeah. You're talking about
so many reprints. That's the thing. There's so many like which is good. So I think that's probably why they do mini sets too. Is like, okay, here's some new competitive cards into the pool, but these commons and singles are way too expensive. So they start flushing them out. They do not want an expensive card game. Maybe for collectors they don't care as much, but when it gets to this point, no. So they kind of, as of late, like I'm sure most of us have noticed, especially if you play the game competitively and open cards, like reverse mirror foil earthen vessels were $6-7.
Yeah, and then they just put more in this set, so that
you just throw a Prismatic Evolutions stamp on it, and it's from that set too. So I think that's kind of a strategy, at least with the mini sets now. I think we saw that a bit in, what was the last one? Shrouded Fable?
Yeah, Shrouded Fable, and I know Paldean Fates had it as well. There was a bunch of reprints in there.
That too. And before that was 151, and of course they didn't do that with 151. But that's definitely becoming more of a trend. And they take these cards from, what do they do over in Japan? Sometimes there's like EX decks, or they'll take the EXs from their like promo decks and put them in our full sets, and it's really annoying. And they're just garbage, bulk EXs or Vs or whatever. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's the solution. I don't want to see that, but maybe it's something that we could see.
Yeah, and we can look back and see, you know, when they started these mini sets, if they always have been doing these reprints. But yeah, I have noticed within the Scarlet Violet era that that's definitely been a huge thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it just has been, and I like it. I like it for the most part. It's just when there's, it just.
Yeah, I like it too.
This supply and demand again. There's just way too much demand for this stuff. It's the EVs. It's the evolutions. Everybody missed out on Evolving Skies, and they don't want to do this, so there's so much FOMO, and it's a lot of that too.
Yeah, but when you have a $1,500 Umbreon. It's just.
I'm glad you said that. That's gonna lead into this next discussion about Prismatic pre-orders and the products coming out, because we touched on that last week, right? About how there's kind of a staggered release schedule. When you look at this is ridiculous, right?
That's absurd.
$100 for 6 packs, right? But if you just wait until March, we have a reprint coming, right? We have those like what are they? Battle kits almost for Prismatic. With coming out next.
Yeah,
month,
they're
right?
what are those? The battle kits. I think
Yeah, the
that's
battle
right.
kits. Yeah, booster bundles, and then there's the Eevee pouch coming out in April, right? There's just so many
I
staggered
think
releases.
there's also the 3-pack blisters because they did the sticker packs. I think there's blister packs coming out too.
I saw that it's
But yeah,
the Eevee pouch, the dice bag.
yeah, I seen that. I seen that
And
too.
oh yeah, the Eevee 2-pack blister as well.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
So all that stuff is coming out.
Oh, and the mini
What I'm-
tins.
Yeah, and the mini tin. So what I'm getting at is these prices have to drop. They have to go down. Because
Yeah, there's gonna be way more product coming out.
when these booster bundles come out, oh my god, there's gonna be a huge dip in prices and singles. Because right now, and then that's gonna create, I think, a dip. And then all these people that aren't opening anything might start opening stuff like, I might as well open some of the stuff I got because the price is down. I don't know. Because people,
And then it's
especially
gonna
if they're
flood
new
even more.
and they've held on to it, new into the hobby that is, and that's gonna flood it exactly. I don't know.
Yeah, like I'm telling you right now that this Master Ball Umbreon is not going to be $400 in about 2 months. There's absolutely no chance. Like that being the 4th highest priced card in the set, that's just not. It's not sustainable. I mean, of course you're going to have the chase cards being expensive, but some of these, like, I don't know. There's going to be way more cards hitting the market.
Exactly, and that's what we're waiting for. At least those of us that want certain cards and want to collect certain cards from the set that can't just afford to buy a $1,500 card, or even a $300 or $400 card when you start looking at all the other evolutions. Like, it's ridiculous.
Right.
Like, come
Even
on.
$100.
Yeah, the Master Balls, like everything, like it's just really, really frustrating. So we'll just play the waiting game because that's what it's about. Be smart.
Yeah, I would say right now if you have your eye on a couple cards or just want to get some product, I mean,
Yeah.
you got the reprint coming up. You have all these additional products coming up. What is it? I think it's the first couple weeks of February. We got the bundles and all the other stuff coming out.
Yep.
So you're going to see a lot more product coming out. And at that point, you know they're going to stock ETBs. They're going to stock the sticker collection, the binder, everything. They're not just going to put booster bundles in stores. They're going to ship all the other product with it. So you're going to see all the new product along with all the existing product that's already been depleted in stock. You're going to see it all be coming out, shipped to stores, and restocked.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's what we're waiting on. Because I know, like, I want the Roaring Moon too. Are you kidding me? $200?
Yeah, it's so good. $200.
Gosh. And for the most part,
I mean,
when you look at the amount of listings, it's around 20 or less.
Yeah, it's very low, man. That's another thing that's pretty shocking is like the low amount of listings.
Mm-hmm. Now that
Like if you look at the Jolteon, there's 9 Jolteon listings. 9. It's
yeah, just 9,
people aren't
7
telling
for
you.
Glaceon, like 9 for Espeon. Some of these are in single digit listings, which is that's going to keep the price high. Like, it's going to keep the price high when there's not a ton of people selling it. I will say though, Sylveon, just the other day, the market price was around 700, so that's dipped quite a bit.
Yep.
I say quite a bit. It's still.
For example, if you look back one set, Surging Sparks, Latias, people want that card. It's 43 listings. So I mean, even chase cards for other sets. I mean, the Pikachu's got 44 listings. So you're seeing 9 listings, 10 listings. It's just there's going to be more hitting the market. It's and then the price is going to come down.
Right.
Yeah, I think the Sylveon I seen it was 700. Or did you just mention that one?
Yeah, it was 700. Yep.
Okay, yeah. So the one He had 3 sold today, 500, 550, and 450. So I mean, 450 is a steal. Whoever got that, shout out.
Yeah.
Like that's a good,
Hey, shout out
slightly.
for sure.
It's lightly played, but I don't know how that happens.
Well,
The
I
set's
think
been out for 3
people,
days.
I think people just some people just even though it's packed fresh, they might grade it and like truthfully for themselves, like, oh dang, this one it had a scratch on it. Maybe there's a print line on it. You know, you can't sell it as near mint
Yeah,
necessarily. Someone might get mad if you know. I, Speaking
yeah,
of that,
dude.
I ordered a card and it had a bunch of scratches on it. I'm like, bruh, like what are we doing?
Always.
There's no way you didn't see that. Like, come on. Like, don't
I
be that
opened
dumb.
I opened up a ETB once, and the promos in the the plastic.
Oh
So it's
yeah.
just like a. So I think it was what was it? I think it was Crown Zenith. I don't remember. But I opened the plastic and I fumbled the card and I dropped it. And your reflex is to catch it with your legs. Dude, I caught this card with my thighs straight across and bent it clean in half. I
No
don't even
shot.
know if I don't think I could replicate doing that if I dropped 100 cards. I could not catch it the way I caught it. It's bending it clean in half. So it went from near mint out of the plastic to damaged within 3 seconds. So I mean, I guess I
Brutal.
can see it. Yeah,
Brutal. Yeah.
just
So
absolutely crazy.
shit happens, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Uh, so this is the card. This is the out of all the packs, this is the rarest card we pulled. Sick.
It's a nice card.
I mean, it's
And what's
great,
crazy is the
but
pull rates on the gold cards are you have a worse chance of pulling that than
bro, not only that, but there was 2 Paldea and friends, which rocks. Everybody wants the Paldea
oh,
and friends.
dude, 2 of them. Oh man,
Two of them. Two of them.
retirement fund.
Oh my goodness. No. But it's just fun opening packs, right? Like that's what it boils down to every time. Is that's why we do it. That's why we keep coming back. There's a reason we're in this hobby. And
Yep.
dude, I just love that. I love it.
Yeah,
Chilling my sugar pond. Jeez.
I could open packs all day. I could open 100 packs a day and never get bored.
It's like gambling, dude. It's just like,
It is.
what are we gonna get this time? It's like a spin of the roulette, spin of the
Yep.
wheel.
It's like, oh, shocker, nothing
Oh,
again.
shocker, nothing again. The house wins again, bro.
Yeah. And then you're like, oh, I have all this bulk. Maybe I'll list it, and you get like $30 back. You're like, great.
Yeah.
You spent 500 on all these packs.
Yeah, they're printing money over there for sure.
Oh, easy. That's why they're like, hey, yo, we gotta reprint this, right? Like, it's just free money.
It is free money, and right now it really sucks because, dude. So there's another thing there's a few things I want to touch on. A little off subject as far as prismatic stuff, but not really because I was looking for prismatic stuff. Like I said, pretty much all weekend when we could, and there's a couple local stores that we hit up because we knew one of them did have it in stock. But when we got there, the ETBs were 100, the 3-pack blisters were 30, the posters were 30, and then binders were 60. So it was pretty much a little under market price at the time. And I was like, man, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
No,
didn't make sense. I found had some pre-orders coming in, it sucked. But what I did find at the first place we stopped at, I don't know. There's a different card too that I think you might be thinking of, but I forgot to share this with you. I actually found this card. Nothing crazy, but I found this guy.
No way.
The Trainer Gallery Rayquaza VMAX.
Yeah, that's nice.
They had a $43 sticker on it at the time, and it was like 80 market price, so I snagged it.
Yeah, that's quality.
Oh yeah, and I was like, can I see that? Can I just look at it? She wouldn't even let me take it out of the sleeve. I was like, oh, my bad. She's like, multiple people check these before they go in there. I was like,
oh my god.
Could you pull it out? And then she did a little bit, and I was like, okay, I want that.
Oh yeah, you don't want to spend $50 on it. Let me look at it.
Yeah, like damn, okay. She's like, she had reassured me that there's like they go through multiple, which is great. I was like, oh, I love that.
That's great. I also have things I want to check though. Like
yeah, like
okay.
Anyway, So that was a cool find. So I did not find any prismatic that I was able to purchase, but that's going to be a quick flip. We already have one because we have all the Silver Tempest trainer galleries, but that was a cool find. So I kind of want to share
that's
that
a
with the
solid
class.
find.
Such a solid find. Those are the ones that you like. If you're really getting into the hobby and you're hitting a bunch of local stores, those are the ones that you like to find, especially.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, if you're trying to make a little bit of cash, that is.
What about the tag team you ran into?
Oh yeah. So at
Man,
the Friday night, we went out and did like this golf simulator thing, and it was at a mall right across from the mall, inside the mall, like literally diagonal from it. There's a old comic book store called Wonder World. I don't know if you ever went to Wonder World back when it was on
I did
Ecourse and
not.
Taylor.
Nope.
It was right there down the street, and we used to go there all the time. And that guy moved to this random mall in Monroe, Michigan. Look it up, Wonder World. And they had a display case of a bunch of Pokemon singles. And like as we were walking out, we kind of had to go too because of my buddy's birthday thing that we were doing. And there's a $500 sticker on a Latios and Latios Tag Team GX. And
It's crazy.
I froze. I was like, it was after I'd already looked at some cards and we had to go. I messaged Danny immediately. I was like, hey, wait, how much is that card? I think you're like, dude, one just sold at like 800 for damage or something. I was like, what? I was like, this is
Yeah, it was
real.
800 damage, like 2K near mint.
Yeah, and I didn't get to look at it. So the next morning, we went back, and it was damaged on the back. Unfortunately, I didn't purchase it because of that, but I was hoping to get another score. That would have been an insane
Dude, that would have
score.
been crazy.
I was inspired by Danny for this next one because Danny mentioned he has the base set Charizard. So I did pull the trigger.
Such a good keep there.
Oh my gosh, such a good keep. So I did get myself a base set Charizard. It just happened to work out that way. This one, it's not in super great shape. Like I think it'll grade a 5 or a 6 if I decide to get it graded. But I did want to share that too. So it's nice to have one of these in the PC.
Yeah, always gotta have one. Always gotta have. Now you gotta get Blastoise and a Venusaur. I don't know if you still have those ones, but
dude, I don't have many of those old cards anymore. Back in 21, I sold it all.
So yeah, it's tough.
Yeah. So touching back on Prismatic and the reprint situation, when are you expecting that we see that? When are you expecting that starts actually rolling out?
I was starting to think about that because we have all the upcoming product with the bundles and the other stuff. That's slated for early to mid February. So I'm thinking maybe by March we'll start to see.
I think bundles are March.
Early March? Oh, dude, bundles are March? I'm thinking...
Dude, it's so stupid. It's so stupid.
It is so stupid. Just release it all at once. Just get it out there. Because then you don't have these crazy market conditions. Just get it out there. It's crazy.
That just made me... Pokemon, not that they deserve this, but they kind of deserve this. Because they've been kind of shady like that for a few mini sets now. Like, oh, release the ETBs... because the booster bundles are the best value. We'll release those a month and a half, 2 monds later. So
yeah, that's
forced to buy ETBs. Point. They kind of did this to themselves. Let's release it all at the same time, right?
Yeah, they're probably making their biggest margin on the ETBs compared to the bundles because they're selling dice and sleeves and stuff. People don't really, you can't resell a card divider or a binder divider or whatever they are.
Yeah, precisely, man. Like, jeez, whatever. But so I
don't know. I would say shortly after. Yeah, I'd say shortly after that last set, maybe like the last bit of unreleased product, then you'll start seeing more of the original stuff. I mean, you'll probably see more of it with that stuff anyways, but I think the reprint starts and we'll start seeing more product. And then I guarantee you we start seeing like these collections like they did with 151 where it's this collection or these collection and then hey, we got a Blooming Waters that people are going crazy for at Costco, but with Prismatic. So we'll see a bunch of new stuff come out. It's gonna be like 151 all over again. I feel like.
I was thinking the same thing because 151 was a mini set and they traditionally do that. I mean, look at Crown Zenith. They're still pumping that shit out. Like
yeah, it's still.
Dude, they're gonna.
I just got a restock notification for bundles with Zenith. Dude.
I was like, wait, what?
I have enough of it.
Like, wait, you got to stop the pod when no. Kidding.
Oh no, not right now. This was like a couple days
I know,
ago.
I know. I did buy 2 of those. Actually, off that retirement page. Dude, you can't not. Like, I only
No,
had
you
2
can't
bronze
not.
units. Yeah, I was just like, I mean,
No, I will say though, if we do get a notification mid pod for any kind of prismatic drops, if we just go silent here,
it's a straight. That's the
well,
priority. That's a priority.
it's
And
priority. That's the whole point of this.
I mean, it's prismatic. It's Priz.
Yeah, you
It's
have to.
Priz. Oh,
We don't have a
dude,
choice.
we don't. I had another topic too. I forgot to mention earlier that I wanted to talk to you about. Just bring up as Pokemon fans. This one might not be expected. I don't even know if you've actually seen this yet,
Oh,
or if anybody who's listening / watching this has actually heard about this or seen this. I'm going to share my screen right now.
all right.
But it was definitely making the
Suspense.
rounds. It was definitely making the rounds. But someone had pulled a couple of the Journey Together cards apparently in a 151 booster pack.
No. What?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How
Lily's
does that
Pearl.
happen?
I don't know. This Cinchino, and then you saw I think the Hops Cramorant. Yeah, as you can see,
Yeah, how does
151
that
cards right here.
happen?
Don't know how that happens. I know there's errors at the factory, and we've seen some crazy stuff. I've never seen this though. I've
No,
never seen this.
that's new.
Yeah, I forgot to send this to you, and just kind of something
That's kind
I
of crazy.
wanted to bring up
I
in the
mean,
pod. Yeah.
I guess it makes sense. You know that stuff's being packaged up right now.
Oh, for sure.
Especially with the bigger sets, so maybe it just
No
got
doubt.
slipped in. That's kind of weird.
Well,
But
I
I
mean,
mean, yeah,
maybe
mistakes
they're
happen.
just reprinting stuff and printing a bunch of cards right now. They're really ramping stuff up. But that just happened over this past weekend. So I don't know. I don't know if they how well. I guess the market's been kind of crazy for months now. So maybe they've been already anticipating and printing a bunch
Yeah,
of cards, right? Printing. We know they're still printing. I don't know if they're still printing 151, but it seems like something weird happened
it feels like they
here.
are, man.
Yeah, which is fine. I want them to print a ton of prismatic because at this point
Yeah, absolutely.
it doesn't matter. We need it.
Yeah.
Like
I'm not
it,
trying to sit on all this stuff forever. Like I haven't opened any yet because it hurts to open it because it's so hard to get. I don't want to open
yeah,
all what I have.
right. I'm with you.
So yeah, I'd say flood it. Just give me more prismatic. Let me buy prismatic like I bought 151. I opened a bunch of 151.
Same
I
here.
mean, I have the master set of 151. It's I mean,
Exactly.
I didn't open all of that. I opened some of it.
Good majority, right? I couldn't complete it
Majority.
either. You got to get the singles. Had to hit the singles up.
Yeah,
But
I did get pretty lucky with cheaper. Like I think I got the Charizard for like $100.
yeah,
I know you pulled yours. That's clutch, but I bought it at the right time.
I did. I did. I remember you messaging me like, man, I think I'm just gonna buy it. I haven't pulled it yet.
Yeah,
It was like right
dude.
around 100. I was like, dude, you gotta just at this point just
Yeah, it was like one. I think it was like 110. I was like, I
yeah,
gotta do it. And then it like dipped down to like 105, and I was
yeah.
like, man, I bought it too early. But then like 2 weeks later, it was like 120. I was like, ooh, okay, I think I'm good.
Ooh, it's going
And
up.
now
It's going up.
it's 230. So I think I got it. I think I got it right.
Right.
But yeah, it's that first initial dip.
That's what it is, man. Happens every
Yeah,
time.
like I think I'm looking at the chart. The lowest it got was in like the high 90s. So I bought it a little bit above that.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm cool with it. I
The
needed it.
thing is, when you're in this kind of hobby, you're never always. I mean, you're never always gonna buy it at the dip or at the lowest point. You just
Right.
accept that. And
Yeah.
boy, have I
Sometimes you get
bought
lucky.
high and
Sometimes it gets
low.
lower.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Well,
overall, you're not. I could have bought it at 130 and it would still be up. I could have bought it at 180 and it would still be
that's
up. I could buy
that's
it
the
now and
thing.
it will
That's
still
the
be
thing.
up.
You know what? We'll talk. I guess that's a good transition point. We can segue into the weekly watch if you want, because there's something. With that being said, I wanted to bring up about this hobby that we're in and something that we've talked about a bunch, especially recently, and that's just buying a bunch of cheap cards that you can afford while they're cheap, whether that's doesn't, whatever's cheap to you, whether it's 50 cents, $1, $5, $10, 20, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because all those cards eventually go up, and I see it all the time, and it's something that I always wish I've done. But if you look at, I'm going to share, this is such a good example. Actually, with all the Eevee hype, let me pull this guy up.
Yeah, I kind of slacked on my weekly watch. I only have one on here. I'm gonna need to do that here shortly.
Oh, you're all right. You're all right.
The purchase for it at least, and we'll get into that.
Well, I'll make up for it. So if you look at, it would help if I shared the screen. A card like this Gengar. I know I mentioned the Evolutions, but anything, even the Evolutions in these trainer galleries, they were literally 50 cents to $1. I don't even know if we can go. Yeah, we can't go all the way back here. But even back in
Oh my
a year
gosh,
ago,
$2.
a year ago,
$2.
this card was $1. It was pennies because people didn't want them. That's a little bit exaggerated here. Let's see what the market price is. 1043. 1043. A year ago, if you bought 5 of those for $10, you know what I mean?
Man.
$50.
Yeah, it's
So,
like you just find those ones that, are really popular Pokemon and you just get, 10, 20 of them. Why not? And then
why
over
not
time,
load up? Exactly.
yeah.
What
Yeah, like the other day, I don't know if you were going to get into this with this example, but the 151 Snorlax promo.
Yeah, same thing. It's the same thing. Exactly. You could say I'll bring that up, or I'll look it up.
Because I think right now it's what, $4 or $5? And I mean the ETBs I think are 130. So the only way you're going to get one of those is you get an ETB or you buy the single. And
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
you get, even if you get 3 or 4 of them, you just sit on them for a little bit. Yeah,
Yep.
so I mean it's climbed up, but you're still only $4 or $5. It's if you want
I
to.
mean, 50 cents, 60 cents.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, yeah, people were
it's the
just getting. I
same.
sold. I think I sold 2 of them for like $1.50 each. When like I just to get rid of them, just because I
Oh,
wanted to
yeah.
get some more stuff. Why
Yep.
would I keep them? Now I'm like,
I
man,
will.
now I need to buy these back.
No.
I'm
You're going to
it's,
end a cycle if you do that, right? There's
just out of
so
spite, I'm
many
not
cards.
going to.
No, of course, me neither. Like, I'm not gonna buy this card for $4 now. But someone comes to the market and be
Right.
like, "Oh my god, this card's only $4. Let me grab a ton of them," and then it's $10
Yeah.
on there. But yeah, that was a good example for sure. For that, let me stop sharing just for the
So
time
yeah, I
being while
mean,
I
if
pull up this other.
you
Or
find
do
a
you want to go
couple,
first? You want to go first
oh
with the weekly
yeah,
walk? Yeah, let's do it.
yeah, sure. It's just upsetting me while I look at it here because I should have did this probably last week. All right, so to build on my collection of the
God,
Squirtle I just bought, I have to get this. It is just
dude,
climbing, and I can't handle it because
show
I got
1
this.
week. Can you do that? Yeah, that.
I do a 1 monther, but look at
Yeah,
this. It was just $40. When
that's
I
yeah.
bought the Squirtle, I was like, all right, which one's more right now? I'll get the more expensive one first. And it was the Squirtle. I was like, all right, I'll get
Oh
the
my
Bulbasaur
god.
in next week. And now it's the same price as what the Squirtle was. So
Holy.
I got to get this. I'm probably gonna get it this weekend. I don't know. I'm gonna
Dude,
see what.
I, I'm not kidding. I was
I
looking at
sold
that
a
card this weekend and it was
dude.
45
I'm
still. I
gonna get it.
swear it was, or 50 maybe. Like, hold on, scroll
It's
down a little bit. Okay, the market price is
I
okay. That gets me way too often that I'd like to admit, but
yeah.
like
That's
how
that's
that
tough. You
first
gotta look at
one
this.
always says, yeah, exactly.
I usually look right here for the near like the sale prices. So like it's like $52 for the. I look at like today's date and like what I'm looking for right here.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Okay.
So it's like $50. So I went up like $10. It was like $8 to $10 over the course of like a week.
Yeah,
And
that's unreal.
I do have a payment coming in from TCGplayer. I sold a bundle, so once that drops, dude, I'm just gonna buy this
Yeah,
right after
just.
it.
I mean, that's exactly.
I yeah. So
That's
this
the
is
whole
it.
point
This
of it.
is This is what I'm looking at, and I'm gonna need to get it. I'm just gonna have to
You're gonna
do
have
it
to bite the bullet
because
at some point, right?
yep. So I think I like this one more than the Eevee from last week. Um,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
just because, man, that
It's
I don't know
Bulbasaur.
what this one's at right now. It's
That
Bulbasaur, yeah,
Bulbasaur
and
is
I already
adorable.
got the Squirtle. Yeah, exactly.
In 5 years,
One
I'm
of
gonna
the
be like,
OG
damn, I sold
starters.
that. Yeah, it's OG. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I
Oh,
sold
that's
that for 35, and yeah. Oh my gosh.
this is out of
Slight,
control. Here we go.
slight dip. Come on now.
A
Green.
Korean. Okay, yeah, slight dip. See, like I was looking at it last week. I was like, man, it's 110, and now it's selling
85.
for 85.
Not bad.
85. It's not bad. If I could find one 85.
You
Okay,
take that.
93.
Yeah.
It's still dipped. Like, and it might come down more. Like that's just how these things work, man. Like you got to get these first couple dips.
Yep. Yep. Next week, you know what? This is gonna be a thing throughout our podcast. Every week, maybe not every week, but every so often we're gonna check that Eevee, and Danny's never gonna buy it.
Dude,
It's gonna
dude.
be.
I'll buy it when it's $400.
That reminds me, I gotta buy that fucking Mew. Oh, excuse my language.
Yeah, that Mew is the worst, absolute worst. You got
Alright.
I think it's three. I think it's like 380 now.
Okay, ignore.
No, it's like
No,
like
it's not.
280.
Yeah. Ignore this near mint
300.
price right here that I'm about to share. But this was on my weekly watch, and I actually pulled the trigger on it last week, Thursday or Friday, and it is Ghastly.
Love it.
Illustration rare.
65, bro.
No, I said don't pay attention to that. You just got
Okay.
like I got.
I just got. Oh, 40.
Like,
okay, I could do 40.
Yeah. So, Japanese card, heavily played. Let's filter. Yeah, it's like 40, right?
Man, I gotta put that.
I got it for like 35. I was pretty happy about that, but I looked at the 18 down here back in September.
Yep. I remember when that card
20.
first dropped. I said, "Man, Ghastly it was a hit when it first dropped." I was like, "Man, 18, $19 for just the illustration rare for a common card,
Yeah.
Ghastly."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Man, this one's gonna go up," and here it's at 40.
Dude,
just keep going.
It happens every single time with an OG like Ghastly, especially because it's full art and it's got Gengar, it's got Haunter. You see Meowth. This is just an awesome card, right?
Yeah,
just awesome. And so
yeah, especially those cards with like the group Pokemon too. Like,
yes,
I don't know. There's something about having multiple Pokemon on the one card where people seem to like that and they like the art idea, and it kind of adds to a collage. So those ones too, especially with the OGs, definitely.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree completely. Like you said, especially with the OGs, the 151s, even Gen 2, Gen 3, when you start looking at special illustration rares, but you can't go wrong with any 151, especially Gengars, Dragonites, Charizard,
Mew.
Starters, Pikachus, Mew, all that kind of stuff. There's just
just
always going to be Gen 1 stands.
Wait until we start to see the rocket set for the Mewtwo's. We'll get into that.
This isn't going to stop. This whole market is not going to stop. It's going to be really fascinating to watch what happens with Journey Together, because I think there's going to be a huge dip after Journey Together comes out.
Yep, I think so too.
With that specific set, it's an awesome set. I definitely could be wrong about this. It's an awesome set. It's got a lot of cool cards. Trainer cards are back. People do like that. But I think it's just FOMO right now with Journey Together. But I think Rocket's after that, right? Rocket's coming out.
Yeah, so we're gonna start seeing
all back.
Yep, but hey, that might give us when that's getting dropped, Prismatic might be getting stored or stocked, and hey, we might be able to get some of that. People spend all their money on the Rocket set.
Dude, it seems like nobody ever runs out of money. I don't know.
I know. I don't know. I don't know where it's all going. I run out of money all the time.
Yeah, same. So like, what the?
I don't know.
It's because there's a million of us buying these cards.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we're all doing.
I think I sent you that video. The guy said he. Yes. Okay, he's getting yelled at his car.
Yeah. Dude, literally.
So good.
Literally,
I was
yeah.
like, this is us, brother.
Like, holy
I didn't
shit,
go
man.
that crazy.
I mean, that's like an alternate timeline of me.
Guys, don't ring up your credit card. Don't get credit card debt for Pokemon. It's not that serious.
Unless it's
Get what you
prismatic.
want,
No, I'm just kidding.
unless it's
Yeah,
prismatic.
no.
Maybe a couple hundo in debt. Don't do 20K.
Yeah. That's extreme. Please don't.
Do what you can afford, and make sure if you're in any kind of trouble, start selling some stuff because
You gotta stop. Yeah,
you'll be able to
because you
buy it
can't.
back.
Exactly. You can always buy it back, and like we touched on this last week. We have to. This is how we continue to do this. Like Danny said, he sold
Yep.
a booster bundle and then he's going to use that to buy the Bulbasaur. You have to be smart like that, and that's why I
Yep.
think there might be a misconception among people in the Pokemon community between scalpers and people who resell, because like we resell, we're not necessarily scalping because we're not instantly trying to make a profit off this stuff.
Right. I'm sitting on the product until I'm like, exactly.
Years.
Like I had a couple extra bundles. I knew I was gonna buy a couple cards. I knew they went up in price. I was like, let me sell a couple extra ones here. I already have the 151 set. And then with Prismatic, I'll buy the cards I want. Any extra Prismatic, I'll sell, buy some other cards that I want. That's just, I think that's the difference between scalping and what we're doing. Absolutely.
I agree, and I think a majority of the people out there that collect kind of sealed and singles or might play are kind of the same way. It's just when there starts to become that instant profit, that instant gratification of buying this, and I can turn around and sell this for literally 100% profit. It's not healthy.
And that's where we're at right now with Prismatic, and that's where I think things are starting to get out of control. And same with the Blooming Waters. Fortunately I have 2 of those pre-ordered, so if you don't get one, I got you.
Still haven't, yeah. But
yeah, so I pre-ordered 2 of them, and they're $60. But you look on TCG and they're $130. Yeah. It's
are
like,
they really? I'll pull it up right now.
I think they're $130. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty.
Because I got near mint on. Yeah, I mean
120. So these are the ones people are like, oh, I can buy 10 of these and double my profit. Absolutely.
People scrapping at Costco because they're trying to buy 10 boxes and make
that's scalping.
Yeah, that's scalping.
I pre-ordered 2. The first one was so I can have the other promo cards, and the second one was to keep sealed for later. But so if Dillon doesn't get one, it's his. That's just how it goes.
My boy.
I always get 2 of everything. I gotta get 2 of everything always.
Same, dude. That's what. My boy. I'm in clutch.
And if I can get more, I'll get more.
Same. If I can buy a couple, then we're good. It's just we look out for each other. Wait, what the hell?
Yeah. And the thing is like if I, I only need the promo card, so theoretically I could just keep it sealed, buy the cards, and then be all right, or just sell it later on.
Right.
Like I don't need the packs. Like I don't need the packs for 151 anymore.
No. Same here. Definitely got some 151 stuff. Definitely cocked on a few things, but it happens.
Yeah,
it happens. And I did want to talk. I got one more thing I wanted to bring up with the weekly watch. And if you're gonna listen to anything, listen to this. However, there is just a warning. This is not financial advice by any means, but historically undefeated. So take that for what it's worth. This Charizard EX Super Premium Collection is $60 market price. MSRP is $80. Do not make the mistake of thinking this is worthless right now, because when they stop making these, it is going to skyrocket. I am sitting on a couple sealed. You already needed them. I opened one up for the promos for your 151 Master Set. It has a few of those promos in it. These things are going to be like gold in 2 years. I can't wait to play this clip in the future. I just really can't. But in all seriousness,
you're going to be right on it.
I mean, historically speaking, Charizard don't miss. So if you look at
here's an example you can add to this. Look up the Ultra Premium Collection, the Charizard one, the Lost Origin one.
Because that's what I'm gonna do. Absolutely, you can still get like BJ's wholesale. Go get them for $60. Like if you can afford it,
10 of them.
A couple of these. You know what I mean? 5, 10 of them, because you're gonna be sitting pretty. Yeah, that's what
I have one
I got
sealed.
two. Yeah, one or two realistically sit on it, and it'll pay for all the prismatic. You can pay off your credit card debt, or your prismatic credit card debt in the future. I
I
mean,
have to
maybe
wait
not
a couple
interest.
years, but
Exactly. Charizard UPC. Dude, when I was looking this up, I could not. I was like, I had to go pull out the box. I'm like, what is this called? The Charizard Super Premium Collection box. I was like, what the?
the ultra premium collection.
No. This one. It's
Oh
literally
yeah,
called the
what is it?
Charizard
I don't even know
Connect
what it
Super
is.
Premium Collection. I was like, come on. Super premium collection, but it's a great value too because it has like 10 packs in it, and there's Twilight Masquerade, Stellar Crown. I think what else is in that era? Like Temporal Forces, whatever. It's got some decent packs in there. Twilight
Yeah, and you know
Masquerade, you
those
cannot
packs
go
are
wrong.
gonna be 8, 9, $10. They're just gonna climb up just like all the sword or the early or the end of Sword and Shield stuff did.
Yep, exactly. Ultra. Do you have this pulled up by chance?
I do, yes.
Okay,
Oh,
this
you
is.
got it.
I got.
Dude, I was killing myself when it was like 95, and I'm like, bro, if it goes over 100, I'm gonna buy it. And then it was 90, it was like 98. I was like, you know what? Whatever, I'll just get it. Got it for 98, and I was pissed. I was like, dude, it went down to
You,
80 something.
dude, I know it was literally 80 and everywhere. Same thing. It's $20 off
Ah, you could
MSRP. I
have
think
got so
MSRP was
many of
90.
these.
Dude, I know I know you sons of bees are out there sitting on cases of this stuff. I know you're out there
Yep.
and just sitting pretty, and it's the same thing. And this has awesome promo cards in it too. I opened like 3 of these things. Like no joke.
I'd never even I think I bought one of the promo cards. I need to buy the other one, but I think I bought one of them, and then I was like, "What's this from?" And then I looked up this box, and I was like, "Oh, dude, I got to get one of these boxes."
Yeah, you do. And you did. Like
And I did, and I
I
just
don't
never
have
opened
I
it.
don't
It's
have one
just sitting in
sealed.
the
And
box.
yeah, and there's a dip right now. Maybe I should buy one. Anyway,
Yeah,
I
on the
did.
UPCs, the 151 is 280. So I mean,
Oh
oh
yeah, yeah, that too. Those were on sale like crazy. We talked about that last week. Well, this is the Charizard V Star promo that comes in the box.
yeah, that's the one I don't have. I think that's solid. 10 solid.
Oh, I mean, that's why like it is what it is. I can always just say I
Yeah,
wish I didn't
that
open
was
them,
worth
but it was
opening.
worth it. It was worth it.
That was worth it.
No doubt. It's so sick. It's pretty sick. It feels different for sure buying a graded card versus buying a card that you get graded yourself. You're just like, damn, I knew this was gonna be a 10. You know, it feels good. It feels good. You're like,
Yeah,
yes. Or you
that's
get for
solid.
a 10. Yeah. Anyway, off topic quite a bit there. Not really.
No, not really.
Charizard's always gonna go up, right? That's kind of just
You could back to your promo example. You could probably scoop a bunch of these Charizard promos, and I bet you
let's
they'll
look
go
at.
up over time.
Let's
Look up the
I'll look at
promos
it.
for this box.
Oh yeah, are you kidding me? This card was like
I think they're.
$3 or
I think I.
$5, right?
I think they still are probably kind of cheap.
No. They're like 25, 30 now. I promise.
Oh really? Oh, I
Yeah,
might have to open this box.
yeah, 32.
Wow.
Market price. Yeah. Actually, let's go
The
to
V Star.
Yeah, the V Star. Slight dip right now from. Okay.
Oh yeah, look at that.
50-cent dip.
Oh,
Oh,
and
this
the
guy.
other one was 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, like if in the future, if you're seeing these, these special illustration promos of like Pikachu, Charizard, Mewtwo, I mean, just scoop a couple
Yeah.
up. Why not?
You got you know
And,
you know who it
dude,
is. Gengar.
we'll
Like that's
start
the thing. Like
as
just the
as these sets come out, we'll start throwing some ideas out there. But I
yeah.
mean, you might have missed these ones.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we missed some. Like, I have a few copies of a lot of the cards we talked about today. And that's just, to be honest, because I opened so much product in the past and was stuck with this stuff. I'm like, I'm just gonna hold on to it because
Stuck with it.
I stuck with it. I'm gonna hold on to it because I know it's gonna go up. But I didn't. I
Yeah,
wasn't proactive enough to be like, let me actually just go out of my way to buy this specific stuff for sure. Yeah.
right. That's where we're at now, though.
Oh yeah.
That's what we're trying to help out with.
That's what exactly. Not financial advice because you do have to wait years. Like you do.
It's years, absolutely.
But it's worth it. It's just worth it.
But you got to think you wait, if you start now, you wait 3 years, and every year you got a new promo, you're just going to have an endless supply of this coming back. Just
exactly. Exactly.
It's got to be a starting point.
Yes, there has to be a
Start small, work your way up.
You're never going to instantly do anything immediately. That's just life advice. Like, you're never going to be good at something immediately.
Exactly.
It's going to take time. And once you realize that, things will get better. I promise you. It's a little side note there. But
start small.
Exactly. Start small. It's always going to take time. And you can see this is literally evidence. We all know Charizard is king.
Yep.
And this artwork is so good. It's so good.
It is so good. And then the Mewtwo, there's the art for the Mewtwo from the other perspective too, I think.
Dude,
right?
There is, yeah. And
it's so good, dude. The two cards combined are so good.
You don't have to
I think it's a $130 card, brother. 115.
Oh, yeah. I think every time we talk about a card that one of us has pulled, we have to say it. Because I pulled this and it felt so good. Oh, you
pulled this? Oh,
I did.
It's so good.
I love this artwork, bro. Yeah,
like I love that they're. Yeah, I love that it's both perspectives. It's so good.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? Put this on the weekly watch for me. I think I'm gonna get this over the Bulbasaur.
The Mewtwo.
150. Yeah, the Mewtwo. It's so good.
It's 100. The Japanese 105. 0% on 203 Moo Milk cards.
Oh, bro, give me the Moo Milk.
I'll buy it. I don't care.
Oh, this is one of those ones that won't let you add to cart. Oh no, it did.
No, it does. Yeah. 365 days at 1.1%. What's up with this? Anyways, off topic a little bit now. Do you want to get into the pack battle or what are we doing?
Yeah, let's see who we got here.
Sheesh. Still no camera setup for me. I don't know if you got your setup.
No, me either. I switched up the camera setup. Next week I will have the pack camera set up.
I will try. I'm not gonna 100% commit to that because I know better.
I will. Yeah, I'm not gonna commit. I'm gonna try also.
You said next week you're gonna have it. You're locked in, buddy. You're locked in. I'm just kidding.
Just don't quote me. Don't clip that.
Exactly. All right.
So this is actually the first pack that I have opened of this.
Oh, that's kind of hype. That's actually hype.
It is. I'm kind of excited. I just opened a sticker poster collection, so I'll open the other two tomorrow.
All right.
I don't remember. I don't know how to do I don't know where the.
It's just there's the code card and then there's the energy in the back. Yeah, that's energy.
That's right. Okay. Well, we know it's not a god pack.
Never lucky.
I don't think those actually exist. Has that been confirmed yet?
No, I think they're fake. I'm kidding.
Dude, this Badoo, by the way, is so broken. I've been using it online. It's so good. That might actually be like a $2 card.
I think it's hovering around like $1. I think. I've posted a few.
All right, here it is. Oh wait, no, it's right here. Neat. That is so sick, dude. This card.
All right,
is so bad.
It's so bad. This is my god, boy.
God pack. Let's go.
I'm gonna pull this out just because I don't want to get anybody. I don't want to flash anybody. You know, a little premature situation going on. All right. Take the. You know, I'm gonna check back in a week to see if this code card still works. See if anybody watched this.
Oh yeah, here.
Give it away.
While we're at it.
There you go. If you watched all this, you deserve this.
All you. I take 2 of them.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Energy.
Here, here's a bonus one. I got a whole stack of these over here.
Got a little slowpoke action. Also, not a god pack. Confirmed. Don't be.
Should be peeking those rainbow edges.
Dude, side note, rainbow edges rock, but also suck when you're opening packs because you get a regular EX, it's a rainbow. The borders are the same, and it sucks.
Lindsay, they do look nice.
Yeah, she got. She's like, "Oh, I think I got something sweet here."
And it wasn't sweet.
It was a regular Sylviani X. I was like, it was sweet, but it wasn't that sweet. Hey, Badoo.
Oh, Badoo.
Badoo Squad.
That's the best card I pulled.
Reggie, Reverse Hollow Regigigas? Might be.
Okay.
Might be the best card you pulled. That's in like Lugia now.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Dude, come on. Let's get something. I swear this pack had something in it, but I was obviously trolling.
Oh, Moo Moo Milk, dude.
Sick. Wait, is there another card? Oh yeah, there's one more card.
Oh. At least it's an EX.
I knew there was something in here. I told you it was a little heavier. Oh man. I mean, it's Teal Mask Ogrepon. This thing will not leave me alone tonight. I pulled that gold one tonight, so that's cool.
I love that deck. If I wasn't playing Cloth right now, I'd be playing Raging Bolt.
True.
So good.
Hey, we gotta keep track of the pack battle dubs because this is a clearly a dub for Dill. And I actually kept my stack of cards too. I don't know why, but I did put them.
What from last week?
Pack battle, yeah.
I have mine over here somewhere, stuck on top of the other stack of stuff I have over here. I'd have to search through it.
I don't know what we're gonna do with them yet, but we might. It'd actually be cool.
Yeah, we should.
You know what I mean?
If what?
If we just did something with the cards at some point, it'd be cool. I don't know what yet,
Yeah.
but we'll think about it.
Keep them aside. Why not?
Yep, keep them.
Anybody that wants that Whimsicott, let us know. It's all yours.
Free Whimsicott. Just
Free
watch Packs
Whimsicott,
Profit and you get free Whimsicotts around here. Hollow rares, baby. Let's go. But I think that'll wrap it up, man. Episode 2 in the books. Yeah. Anything else?
No, I think we covered it.
Covered it all. We did. We did cover it all. And of course, we'll be back again next week. I think we did lock in a release schedule for the most part. Look out for Tuesday mornings for a weekly episode drop. We're going to do it weekly. And check us out on all the other platforms. If you enjoyed this episode, want to see more of this content, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends. Because this is just a really chill spot to hang out with the boys. Opening packs, talking Pokemon.
Chill.
Yeah, it's a spot. Like, I don't know. The vibes are immaculate. Look at Danny. This is what else I wanted to say. Look at Danny's background. We're gonna go back and look at episode 1. Episode 100, and that's what we should do for episode 100. Do like a little episode 1 recap. Anyways, that's 2 years from now. So, thanks again. Episode 2 in the books. Let's get out of here. Peace.
See ya.
Dude, it's killer.
I think that felt way better. Like the smoother we were.